Yeah, here we go. SK Gaming starting on the CT side as we anticipated. Hellraisers map pick. SK Gaming decides which side they want to start on. Starting off B here with 4 men over towards the side. They put up a little boost where Furthen pushes long for all the info. Look at that, Stewie in the corner. He's going to catch it completely off guard. He runs in with a bomb in his hand. Not even with the pistol out. Definitely. Bomb out, pants down. Now he's dead. Bondik tries to make up for his teammates' mistakes and find 1 frag. Fur gets his in the meantime. And now in a 1v3 he returns to trying to pick up the bomb, but he is zoned out. He has 1 guy behind him. It's Fur. And their bolt comes. That was through the wall.
I think it was
that was through the wall.
Plank. Yeah.
Oh wow, that just happened. Fair enough.
Easy.
SK not here to joke around. Not with their normal shots, not with their wall banks either. They pick up the first round, and this was not the start Hellraisers were looking for.
I mean, they have to get serious now because they almost allowed this first map cash go in favor of Hellraisers. Obviously, you know, 15-13, returning it to overtime, barely managing to win it in the end. Pistol, of course, in the second map goes their favor. The CT half starts off pretty well for them. They'll have a fair chance to open it up with a 5-0 if they, of course, can grab these 2 rounds in a row, and then the gun round, as predicted, or maybe as predicted, goes their favor. We'll see. We will find out, obviously. For the time being, Hellraisers force it in. A few Deagles, CZs. We do have 2 smokes to play with, or they do have 2 smokes to play with. So we could be seeing a bit of a cheeky execute on towards A. They certainly can pull it off. The flashbangs will be quite helpful if it does come down to it. I gotta say, I like the fact that SK is investing into SMGs instead of M4s or the like, because this gives them, you know, if nothing else, the money bonus when they kill somebody, or if they do lose eventually, there's only a single rifle that their opponents will pick up.
It's true as it said. SK now haven't lost a single member, going pretty safely towards the site with their signature at this point for MP9. So just taking it easy for being strong there, holding the team up, carrying them on the back with the M4. Strong rifle indeed. Bondik wanted to go, but gets fully flashed, has to retreat. Fur now in a pretty interesting angle. Is still going to be able to find quite a few frags. Stu with the last ones to finish it off. So that's easy 2-0 for SK as they don't lose a single member of the team.
Yeah, I mean, pretty clean round out of SK. I gotta say, it's to be expected. Obviously, you know, they're a team that are known for not letting those force buys, for not letting those proper anti-ecos go anywhere but their way. And I gotta say, you know, picking up the pistol, we should expect easily 3-0 for them. And the gun round is gonna be vital. But again, Hellraisers, they felt a little bit shaken. We know how important it is for them, for their mentality, for their overall feelings, you know, to get the first few rounds, to get that train going, that, I guess, that flow going. So hopefully Hellraisers can wake up at the time of the first gun round, which is about right now.
About right now. Absolutely, we're heading into that 3rd round as we speak. Getting the clock ticking down. We have some replays here fallen, some free cash for as well. Easy clean up. Oi, oi, oi.
Not even a single problem, really. But, well, we're about to see the gun round, hopefully. We're not going to miss any shots or any kills, presumably. Here we go. It is going to be short take by Cold Zero, immediately refranked by Dead Fox. Bondik was lost there, but, you know, that's a good trade because, obviously, Hellraisers keep the advantage. As soon as it is same numbers of players alive on both sides, the T's are always at an advantage because when they put or when they go to a certain side to play aggressively or take the side, they always have the bigger numbers or larger numbers to be exact. And well, SK Gaming, Stewie with the AWP, certainly an interesting pickup. This is exactly what he did or what he played with in on cash as well on the 4th round, the 5th round, when they picked up their first AWP, which is an interesting decision. But Fur managing to catch on to Isa. Angel has been tagged as well. This could get a little ugly, but oh, Fur trying to run away from long. Dead Fox is on point. Will be able to secure themselves, if nothing else, the tie in numbers.
Yeah, 3v3 indeed. Stu, though, is over towards A side. We haven't seen him play the AWP much, but it is, we know he can handle that gun pretty well, and A side is definitely the place to be when you have that kind of a gun. Won't be finding any kills anytime soon, though, because all of the terrorists, they are rotating down back to B. Will be interesting to see the position of the man defending Bolt, sitting in a very, very off angle with an MP9. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. He gets a frag, but as he tries to get to the gun, he goes down on the way. So now the CTs know exactly what's up. Fallen's already made his way down. He is playing close range. Oh,
almost
no! He's going to deny the plant, but he switches meanwhile to tags both of them around 50 health. Stewie killed some fish in the water there. Now back with the CZ. Stick the defuse. No. He's going to take the CZ instead to try to find these frags. It's going to be very, very difficult. Taking a full peek. Oh, finding it really quickly now. Turning to the AWP, but looks away. Doesn't expect him to be there. So that is SK losing the first buy round, actually.
Yeah, that's a bit problematic, and Dead Fox certainly the man of the hour there, saving the day for Hellraisers. Without his triple, there would be very little chances that, you know, SK would be able to win it. Fur was caught when he tried to get back from toilets, and it's a bit unfortunate. Bolt as well was unable to keep his alive for a little while longer. Voxic there to catch him. But here we are. It is going to be our fifth round. It's important to know that right now, SK will have another buy. Stewie again with the AWP for super aggro.
I mean, they kept some MP9s, so the thing now is that they got all kills except one in the last round. So Hellraiser's economy is very, very damaged. It's a good opportunity for SK to increase their lead, but they lose the first trade. Yeah, not a good opportunity for Fur. He goes down immediately. Hellraisers now playing very, very safe, not wanting to waste this slight advantage that they just got themselves.
Yeah, important to note is the fact that even though Isa is low, they got the kill. That's pretty much the final moment of all. And from this point forward, they can do whatever they want. As Bolts is holding on short B, he's got a bit of a weird angle. Fallen will be caught by Angel, still Stewie for the refrag, but the loss is still there. A man advantage kept by Hellraisers nonetheless. Cold Zera on short itself, it wasn't Bolts, excuse me. He's able to pick up one, unfortunately cannot finish bonding. This hit him in the head, and will bring him down to 12. Ooh, this molly could be quite useful. Bolts, beautiful Kobe. Takes on Isa. Now Bolts with a double, that's it. He denies the plant, and it's all eyes on Voxic. Can he pull it off? Can he save the day? As it is quite pertinent to, of course, Hellraiser's economy. If he was to lose this, SK will be having the lead as well as the economical collapse of Hellraisers. And that is a poor start to, you know, begin on the T side of Overpass.
Just have to get the bomb down eventually. He's trying to do that right now. Does not get wallbang. He is yet alive. Ooh, whiffs that shot though.
Wow.
And there we have the double peek coming in. He goes to the no scope. Yeah, one no scope. And well,
that was close.
Gets one in the end, but is it easy for it going to go down? Well, there's not much questions regarding that. So with the defuse happening, SK, they will get ahead because Hellraiser's economy in a very vulnerable state will now be completely crushed. So SK will probably allow themselves to get up on 5 rounds even.
Yeah, luckily for Hellraisers, they did get the plant. You know, Voxic was smart enough to try and at least get the plant down, which secures a buy in the next one for Hellraisers, and a decent buy at that. The round loss bonus is going to help them secure AKs and a few utilities to play with. Still not going to be enough for an op, I believe, unless somebody already saved quite a little bit from the last one. But either way, Hellraisers not off to the best of starts. I would have imagined Bad Fallen is best Fallen. I like it. Bad Fallen videos, they're amazing, man. I love them. He's a crazy guy, crazy dude. And, you know, from all accounts, from what we heard from Rem and all, they're great guys. The SK squad. But either way, it is, of course, going to be, I believe, a tactical pause by Hellraisers. I'm not surprised, really.
No, but it is a tactical pause now for their Echo slash force buy round. It would have been more expected for them to take this pause right before a buy round. But I suppose I don't think they can buy, actually. We'll see now. We hear the footsteps going to the game where the round is about to go. We're straight into the action. They are actually going to force. That's what they discussed then in the tactical pause. They decided to go for force after all, and they will get an AK, 2 Galils, and a CZ and a P250. That's all they have to work with. It's not looking that good, but Stewie whiffs those shots down on 14 of health. That's very, very unfortunate. Shouldn't have happened. I mean, Galil versus off that long range.
If nothing else, he should have hit the shot and damaged his opponent, you know, if he didn't kill him. But it's a bit unfortunate the way it went down. And, well, Hellraisers do have at least something going for them. And, you know, this force buy is a bit of a weird call, but it's certainly not uncharacteristic of a few teams. Hellraisers amongst them. We've seen this from them before. They like to play with odds, and apparently it doesn't look like it's going to be going in their way too much as Fur takes down Bondic. It is going to be Angel finding Fallen, but it's still Fur on position to find 2 more. Angel could refrag, but it is Stewie on the other side from Optimus Prime to be able to catch onto Angel, AK from Optimus. You know, that truck area, as we like to call it. Those who play CSGO know what I'm talking about. But let's stick our heads into this current round, as it is going to be Bolt taking down Isa, and Voxic remains alone again in a 1 versus 3 situation. And his chances are dwindling immensely. This Cold Zero, White Peaks swings around, gets the kill. 5-1. Hellraisers, they gambled with the round. It's not going their favor, or not even going close to their way. It'll be easily 6-1 in favor of SK.
Yeah, looking better and better for the Brazilian squad. Plus Stu, of course, not to forget. Little Stu.
Yeah, little Stewie.
But, yeah, the guys are running out. Ready for another round. New adventures. Especially for Fur. He's going to go really aggressive this round. He's going to get an entry super early. And now he can fall back. He's being satisfied. But what he did, okay, through the smoke. Fair enough.
Whoa.
2 kills there. Hellraisers had pretty low odds to begin with. They're playing with the Glocks, but those 2 frags didn't really help their case.
I mean, Fur, cool down a little bit. Leave some for your teammates. Another one for Fur. Look at this madman. He just goes in for the kills. Obviously, it's an eco he's playing up against, but still, you know, going down aggressively with an M4. He doesn't care. He just goes for it. Fallen to finish off the round. And, well, Hellraisers, things are getting a little bit out of control, because 6-1 is the score we're looking at right now. And, well, it's going to be another buy on their side. A chance to throw it back in. And I wouldn't say this is, you know, optimal, but it certainly is quite good for SK. I mean, it is optimal, but it's not the best. Best case scenario, it's 7-0, 8-0.
Of course, of course. 6-1 then, still a pretty decent scoreline, we have to say. Hellraisers, as they fully echoed the previous one. I thought they were going to buy, but they got their pistols. CZ Kevlars, some utility instead. That's what they have to deal with now. Doesn't start out too good. It's once again Fur being so incredibly aggressive. I mean, this guy is the known dark horse of the team, just roaming around in mid and along freely, finding kills left and right. Now the rest of the season slowly coming into the sun, going to try to get the bomb down on B. As it does find Bolt, which is a start, a very good start, you can say. He's on 2 HP, we'll have to watch out. Yep, there. Stu comes there. Fur gets 1 kill, he's leaving Voxic alone. No plant yet though. I would have expected the bomb to get planted a lot early. They had the sign for at least 10 seconds. Yeah,
well, about 10 seconds give or take, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't even try to plant, because this is the only goal they have in this round, right? They want to make sure they have as much economy as possible going into their gun round, and of course affording the AWP for Voxic and such. Now he does pick one up from the dead cold hands of Stewie, and I gotta say I'm a bit surprised he's still playing, you know, the op. This is exactly how it started off. I don't know why they let him play with the op, but he's certainly being quite successful with it. But again, you know, we just prefer Fallen playing with it. The man of the hour, as always, Cold Zero to finish the round nonetheless. But here we go. This is the gun round that we are hoping it's going to go in favor of Hellraisers, as if they wish to put on a good show, they will require at least a bit of a, you know, a buffer to fall back onto. Ah, now I understand why this sound is coming in. It's this graphic that shows the statistics of players. Okay, okay.
Fancy.
Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Definitely. Shout out to the production. Oh, well, for again, we talked about it so many times. He is so aggressive. He doesn't need backup. I mean, nobody can keep up with him on the team, so without backup, he is running in completely not scared at all. Like, literally.
Balls of steel.
Yeah, bolts of steel. Ooh, I thought he was going to walk around and do his crosshair there, but puts up smoke before. Definitely a wise decision, so he doesn't have to go down. Further now, didn't find any action mid, so he has redirected his attention towards long, where there is action. You know, where there is action, there Fur is waiting. He's going to find one frag before he's refragged by Bondik.
Still not good enough to call it quits. And, oh no, Stew and bolts. They denied all. Bondik, nice headshot, nice return at least on one, but in a 3 versus 1. Okay, bolts swinging wide, trying to find the kill early on. Not going to be too successful. Immediately denied by Bondik. And you know, this guy, he's pretty crazy. He's been, you know, drifting through a few teams in the CIS region, but he's always been in one of the top teams. And even right now in Hellraisers,
weren't even a coach.
Yeah,
for Tyloo.
I actually do not know about that.
I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
Could mess it up. I'm tired. If that's completely wrong, never mind. I said that. Moche, he is, however, left alone in a 1v2. He needs to get the ace, of course, to make this happen. He's going down towards B, and so is Fallen. He's just there waiting, getting the bomb down. Now with 13 seconds, Fallen could just stay and play time, but now he's going to go for the kill, find it, put SK on 8 rounds, which means they've already won the half.
Yeah, pretty much secured themselves the half. And I would like to mention that this is the grand finals. The winners, of course, the winner will be taking $25,000 prize, which I can't say is not that bad. I would like to imagine that Hellraisers still have a little bit of juice left in them, although it's not looking too good. Obviously, it's not yet over. But Hellraisers need to start picking up rounds right here, right now. They picked Overpass. They better show up on Overpass itself. By the way, he was loaned to Tyloo, I remember now, as a player, I believe, and not a coach. So you were correct that he went to Tyloo, but
no, well, 1 out of 2. That's better than 0 out of 2. I'll take that.
I like it. I like it. Good mentality.
Positive as always. 8-1 could very quickly turn into 9-1, and perhaps even more, but yeah, 9-1 is looking pretty close as Hellraisers are not on a proper buy. We see AK on Bondik, but pistols on the rest, and we see Stewie starting it off good with an early frag. Further than close range, trying to clean things up. Stewie continues aggression's gonna find out they always line up for him. Fur now push through the smoke to try to finish things off. Isa does get him, but poor is that he is left in a 1v everybody, and he dies, of course, putting Eski on 9 rounds.
This is looking like a true massacre. Oh, hello. And of course, I'm not sure why Hellraisers picked Overpass against SK. Let's be honest about this, you know? I mean, you pick a map that is, let's say, in the top 4 maps of SK's, you know, map pool. So why did you pick a map that is more favorable for you? You know, any map that is not Overpass or Cache. Either way, let's leave it at that. It is going to be, of course, another round here coming with a full buy for Hellraisers. They must start picking it up. It is not looking good at all. In a 9-1 result, the half is already as good as lost. I mean, 9-6, maybe it could happen, but even then, finding 5 in a row will be rather difficult.
Stew in the same aggressive position. He's been here quite a few times. He usually gets smoked off, but he's pretty patient waiting. Eventually, he will find a frag, perhaps. That round is not today, though. Quickly relocates himself. Now going to watch long instead. Good choice, I have to say that, with an AWP. And Fur rotating over as well.
I would like to mention that I very much like the fact that Stewie picked up the AWP. It seems like he's going to be, or at least that he is the hopper on Overpass. He has kind of filled the shoes of Fallen, at least on certain occasions, has been on point throughout the entirety of his A defense. Now I presume that the T-side offense is still gonna be held, or at least the op will be held by Fallen in that case, because there's no one that can you know, even rival him in that case. Certainly not Stewie. But I like that his CT side is looking quite good. And Wells, Fur is gonna pick with the beautiful flash. Finds one Voxic for the refrag. Here comes another pop flash. Fur will be taken out by Isa though, and it's up to Coldzera, Bolts, and Fallen to try and return this round back in their hands. Angel to catch onto Fallen. That was in the corner, a truck, aka Optimus. And it's up to Bolts and Coldzera in the end. It's gonna be a hard retake to say the least. They're coming from balcony, from bank and from stairs. And right now, Angel, he's ready for this peak. He's ready for this engagement. And the rest of his team will support him immediately when necessary.
Yeah, Bolts alone in the corner. He's going to get caught by Voxic. So Hellraisers did pick up their second round. Difficult thing now is that the 3% potential is sky high. And if they lose this one, I mean, the score will most likely end 13-2,
I mean,
which
that's
which is no way,
pretty
no
disappointing. I'll be honest.
Yeah, so let's just hope for the sake of an even game that Hellraisers start picking up rounds now. They see this as the turning point because they have quite a few rounds to go. I think what can they get max? 5 rounds?
6
rounds.
6 rounds is the max they can go for, so 4 more in a row. And the economy of SK has been depleted, but Bolts will open it up on Dead Fox. Nobody even hurt on the side of SK. And Hellraisers again losing themselves the entry, losing themselves at Dead Fox, who has been a vital, you know, player on the side of Hellraisers. He really helped them in quite a lot on cash. He was the one that saved quite a few rounds as well, and really just overall was a vital component in their cogwheel. Ooh, Stewie, a bit wide. Flashed fallbacks. Falls back, fallbacks. But Fur peeks out of toilets. Immediately refragged by Isa. Overall, still favoring SK nonetheless. 2-man advantage. Isa and Voxic. What can you really do? I mean, in this case, the best case scenario for Hellraisers would be finding at least Bolts immediately without a single HP loss. And that will be the case for Voxic. Not exactly in that manner, but at least they get him. Time is still on their side. 40 seconds. And a 3-1, or excuse me, 3-2 position. Isa and Voxic are able to pull it off. Stewie caught trying to get to connect here. Now Isa has a chance to lock it out. He will molly bank, but I don't think he's expecting anybody towards long. And molly was meant to go into bank, I believe. Fallen. Yeah, goodbye, Isa. Not checking your corners, not checking long. Will cost him the round. Voxic 1 versus 2. Ooh, nice timing. 1 versus 1. Clutch round. Coldzera. Who best to try and clutch it off? And well, Voxic, he has been spotted and tagged, and Coldzera does not care. He will take him down immediately. Even if he tries to run away from those bullets, he's not fast enough. That's going to be 10-2, and exactly as you said, hard reset. Hellraisers in deep trouble.
Yeah, I mean, how hard was this reset? We yet do not know, but I think it was pretty harsh. So as we get back into the game, we can check what the economy looks like. Coldzera looks like he went to pick up an AWP or something and went back for the defuse. Of course, he had time. So there the defuse happened. SK straight up to 10 rounds. And we're getting to see everything except the economy of SK.
Yeah, oh, you mean Hellraisers?
Hellraisers,
yeah,
sorry.
I think they should have enough, perhaps for a few pistols, unless they pull off another round as it was at the beginning, you know, where they lost, when it was 3-1, they got the plant, and then they obviously lost that round, and they forced it up with, I believe, 2 Galils and an AK. So hopefully they'll not pull something like that again. But either way, this is looking pretty grim for Hellraisers. Nonetheless, I mean, their pick, their side, it's not looking too good at all.
Not really a tactical pause then by Hellraisers, presumably being forced to take a pretty hard economical decision and then also being forced to win the round. And we can see that 1 AK was dropped there. We saw it from the back of Bondix Green, I believe. So yeah, that means that it is a full force going on the way. Hellraisers are required to win this force or this half will end
13-2.
Yeah, 13-2 or 12-3, which both are disastrous scorelines.
Well, finally, the aggression from Fer is being punished. He will be taken out. The damage has been dealt a little bit to Angel's side, but it doesn't matter. The kill was made. That's what's important. So far, in a man advantage, Hellraisers have a fair chance to finally find a round back and possibly end the half 10-5. It's still not close enough. And as we can see, the utility is quite low. They do have 3 smokes and 2 Molotovs. Let's see how they use them. I mean, at the time being, they don't look like they're gearing up for any sort of an execute. Probably just going to walk out of Monster at this case, or best case scenario. Yeah, that's exactly the case. It's going to be Molly into barrels, and here we go. B-side under attack. There's only a single player in heaven trying to defend against this, but Cold Zero comes in through short. I didn't even spot him at close range, and he will find Angel, the bomb carrier. Stewie finds Isa coming in through connector. Finally a refrag for Voxes, but Bondic on point. In CT, able to shut down bolts. It's up to Stewie and Fallen, 2 versus 2. And it's up to, of course, the ex-in-game leader to do something. Unfortunately, it's not meant to be as Stewie is left alone. And he jumps through the smoke, even bunny hops, but Death Fox is on point. Finds the third for Hellraisers, and at least, if nothing else, remains or keeps a little bit of hope in the hearts of Hellraisers.
All right, so round on the go. Hellraisers, they did pick up that round. That's nice. 3 rounds is better than 2 rounds. That's how we can phrase it. You know, don't want to be too harsh on anybody, of course. As somebody pointed out, there's no shame in losing against SK.
That's for
Definitely not. But Hellraisers, they haven't lost yet. They can pick up a 5 rounds as the best halftime score. Then it's 2 to go, and SK Gaming on a full 4. So if Hellraisers win this one, they will make it 10-5. Up against CZs and an MP9, they are not struggling this far. Angel plays it pretty safe. They have taken control of Connector and B.
I mean, if anything, Hellraisers, you know, if they find 5 rounds, you know, that's good enough. But overall, SK Gaming, they've proven that they are the better team on the CT side of Overpass. We'll see how their T side will be faring, but arguably Overpass at one point in time was one of their best maps when it was back in the old lineup, the old days. So Hellraisers, they have a lot to show on their CT half. I mean, but as you mentioned also, you know, Hellraisers, it's not a shame to lose against SK, especially when you played overtime on Cash, a map that arguably is not the best map for Hellraisers and is one of the better maps for SK overall. Of course, Fer, he's going to try and save this MP9. He's picking up Isa. Not too bad, not too shabby. But here we go. It is about to be the last round of the, or at least the last round of the first half is about to start. Let's see how well it will end. Who will be the victor in it? As it is out all day. More precisely, they're out of rounds, Hellraisers, that is. They must win it. They must find themselves with a victory, or they still face quite a daring defeat.
Yep, so SK shouldn't be on the best of buys right now. Nope, we see another MP9 and then Pistol. So pretty much the same buy as they had in the last round. It is going to start out a bit differently though. We see a lot of emphasis towards B now, where Colsera is going to find a frag early, pick up an AK, and 3 guys in Connector. Coming up here, Issa turns towards long. He does not expect 2 more guys to be in Connector. He only saw further, and of course, finding that kill with the MP9. He now has the opportunity to go pick up another rifle, but they are staying pretty close. Oh. Surprise, surprise! Fur peaks when Angel is checking that top right corner. So a lot of timing, lucky timing for SK as they're finding a lot of frags here. Woxic does reduce their disadvantage, but Stewie, he's got his hands on an M4. Oh, really off angle, can't find that one. Now SK will calm down. They got a bit confident there after those frags. Stewie started going up a bit too early to hunt for frags.
Yeah, not necessarily to do so. I mean, they had the advantage. They had the position of power. Unfortunately, It's not going to work too well in their favor, at least not for the time being. Bolts and Coldzera left. They do have a single AK to work with. No diffuse kit.
Oh my god, look at this positioning. Look at this positioning.
Oh yeah, this could be...
This is a 50-50 check. They have
a Molotov.
Yeah,
so
but I don't think it'll be Molotov. This is a 50-50 chance. I mean, this is not a common position. Let's see if they actually check it. Whoa, what? He peeks before anything. No!
Oh.
He peeks before anyone expected it. He got that frag, and Coldzera now super fast. If he plans for short, then it's going to be a frag. Now he does not plan for short. He's planning right behind now. Coldzera dead silent. Oh, you know, he's checking truck.
Oh, he's already in bank. Of course, Voxic playing it super smart. He just walks into bank, now controls the corners, and he's going to check every single angle, making sure that he will not be flanked in the back. Coldzera known for his, flanking, known for his lurking, and it's now down to the man of the hour, the man that is a beast in its own. Well, oh no!
Oh, he runs up! No, he runs! No, he runs up into the Molotov. Oh man! Now we expect that 1G in the chat. Oh boy.
That is just hurtful.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor guy indeed.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. That
11-4.
Yeah.
It will be 11-4 final result of the first half, as it seems. It is SK taking the lead. They will be dominant on their CT half, and let's see how well Hellraisers can wake up, how well they can get back into this one. They must pick up the pistol. It is of vital importance, and on cash it served them quite well. I mean, 10-5, it's not much better than 11-4, but if they do win the pistol, if Hellraisers actually are going to be able to make the comeback possible, then the pistol is the way to start it. I mean, there's no other option but that. And as we can see on our screens right now, I believe we have a tactical pause probably by one or the other. I'm not sure at this point. And I would presume that they're both talking out how the hell they will play it off, what the hell they will do, how to win this round. I mean, SK, they must be feeling confident. 11-4, that's one hell of a result to kick it off in the second map. And they can already feel the grand finals in their hands, or basically the win in the grand finals in their hands.
One pistol around now, and it is pretty much done. The deal is sealed. And were we having a tactical pause, you said?
I believe a tactical pause, presumably.
It's possible.
I'm not sure by who.
A little half-time break here. We don't know, but we'll probably get going very soon. We can hear the clock ticking in the background, so I assume we'll be getting into it. Some pretty satisfied fist bumps there from Fallen, encouraging his teammates to go for one last super focused pistol round, because if they win this, then the trophy will be very close and definitely within their reach. Dead Fox getting the casual smoking kit. Kevlar's on the rest. Fallen with usually getting the utilities as a smoke and a flashbang. And that's about it, so nothing extraordinary here. People just going for the standard things. Something that's not very standard though is Hellraisers pushing through guys out already in playground. SK, they are sort of expecting it that Boxy gets severely tagged. First going to finish him off in the end, and Angel with a pretty bad angle. No, Bolt to Coldzera, everybody. This aggression failed miserably. A 3-man advantage for SK, as they can just roll over whichever side they want.
That's not how it was supposed to go down. Hellraiser tried to push on through long, find an opening, but it was completely denied. Now Isa does find one, make it two, but it's not good enough. Bolts and both Stewie will be able to lock it out. A side lost. That's the pistol going in favor of SK, and it seems like this could be it. This could be the final moments of Hellraisers in this grand finals of the none other than, of course, Moche XL tournament. $25,000 on the line. I mean, even 15,000 is not that bad when it comes down to it, but still, 25 is quite lucrative if you look at it, given the fact that none of these two teams have qualified for the ECS finals. But either way, we are in round number 17, and SK Gaming are on the road to victory. A few more rounds, and they'll be pretty much on the home run. Let's see how well they can play it off, how well they can keep up their victory run. As Hellraisers do force it up. We have 2 CZs and 2 Deagles. I'll be honest, we have yet to see any good CZ rounds in this grand finals. Any real CZ rounds.
We haven't had that many CZ wins, but the better the team gets, the more cautious they they will be checking their corners using proper utility to clear the corners where the CZs could be hiding.
Absolutely. As you can see, you know, again, SK Gaming playing it super smart. They know that they cannot afford to lose against an eco, against a force buy, and they are known to not lose against those force buys. Bolts with a double, and that's pretty much it. Locking out Toilets. Angel. A little bit unfortunate. Hits 2 bullets, still not enough to kill Fur. Monster. And, well, Hellraisers, they'll be down quite a lot. 10 rounds to be more exact once they have their full buy or their gun round. And it's not looking good, if I'll be honest. This is what a grim reality they'll be facing very soon, and the gun round is all they'll be going for, or all they'll be having to go for them. Because if they lose that, then that's it. That will be GG. That will be the finals done, and SK going 2-0.
That is the harsh truth. All right, 12-4. Then bomb is ticking down. Will explode in just a couple of seconds. 2 CZs are being saved, but they don't really oppose that big of a threat, so no worries for SK.
Indeed.
No
we have
for SK.
I would like to also mention, you know, Hellraisers put one hell of a fight on Cash, or put up one hell of a fight. It was 19-17 final score in favor of SK after a tough overtime, or more precisely after a tough regular time. I mean, Hellraisers was 1 round away from winning Cash, and SK managed to pull off an overtime. Or pull into overtime. And as you can see, it is going to be 13-4, a full eco for Hellraisers. And unless they force it up, or they forced it up, I don't know. They probably didn't. I mean, that would be pretty stupid. No, it doesn't. They will not, or they haven't. So that's pretty good. But yeah, Hellraisers. This is it. It will be the final call. Final train leaving the station.
I mean, Hellraisers are actually allowing SK here to get up on 14 rounds.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't have that much of a choice, of course.
They don't have any choice.
But yeah, playing 14-4, that is seemingly impossible. Coldzera being very, very patient, very, very cautious, despite only being up against pistols. He's even falling back after that frag. We see Hellraisers definitely being right now stacking the B area, so Coldzera is happy that he fell back. Now look at this, so disciplined. Falling back, just waiting for this stack that they are anticipating getting killed by Kill. Bondik is going to find the kill, but it's not going to matter to SK. That's just a Mach 10 falling, and 3 AKs were saved. I mean, not even to mention the 10-round advantage they have. Hello?
I mean, at this point, don't care about the AKs as long as you keep the 10-round advantage. That's all that matters, and it will be the last gun round if they lose right here, right now. Hellraisers, they must win. They must bring themselves up on top, and of course onto a victory in it. Otherwise, they will be saying their goodbyes, and it will be SK winning it all. It is 14-4 Hellraisers, last chance. And well, we're about to find out how well they can use it in their favor. Voxic pushing as Fair did. No, what is that stinger? Oh, dude, Voxic will find Fur. He will get the kill, and that'll be the opening. Hellraisers off to a good start. Can they keep it up, though? 4 more to go, and then 10 in a row. Or more precisely, 9 if they win this.
Yeah, Coldzera. And Fallen, to be precise, is using the AWP as aggressive as always, trying to, or covering a lot of ground, getting map control, and now trying to find an entry towards B. The CTs having taken very, very defensive positions this far, and Fallen is probably just going to hold this angle until somebody walks into his crosser. That's the idea, at least.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's kind of exposed because he is on a bit of an off angle. Whoever picks from water can have a nice chance of taking him down. Luckily for Fallen and generally for SK Gaming. Oh, he sees the top of the head of Isa, and that is going to be leaving a single defender on B. 1 in graffiti, 1 in water, more precisely, so it's 2, not 1. But Bondik and Angel both have been taken out, and it seems like Voxic and Dead Fox are the last 2 remaining members. At least it is going to be a 2 versus 2. Stewie and Fallen, they will be able to plant the bomb, but these 2 guys are crazy in their own respect, and Well, let's see if Voxic and Dead Fox can save the day. This is all or nothing. No defuse kit. Keep pushing in. Fallen takes down Voxic, and up to Dead Fox it goes. FAMAS in hand. As I mentioned, no defuse kit, no utility whatsoever. Well, it feels like this could be the end of the road, and oh no, Dead Fox will be able to finish Fallen. But Stewie, he's swinging around Dildo, and well, that is going to be it. Stewie to finish the round, finish the gun round. 15-4 final score, and it seems like Hellraisers will be losing it as they have no more money left in their bank, as they have no more, well, no more economy at all to play with. And it just might be that this is it. This is the final countdown, I guess we could say, the end of the road.
Did that screen just say technical, or?
I'm not sure. I didn't see. I wasn't.
Did I? Oh well.
I think it said tactical.
Taking a tactical pause wouldn't make that much sense, you know. It's
yeah.
They have quite a mountain to climb, if we say it like that. You know, still trying to be a bit positive, but it is, of course, looking very, very grim. We can hear the knives flipping, so we will be heading back into the potential last round of this grand final. I
mean, the chances of Hellraisers actually winning are not just slim, they're near impossible. I mean, 10, make it 11 rounds in a row they have to win. They have a Scout, a MP9, two FAMASes, and a CZ to work with. A little bit of utility on their side, but that's not really going to be too helpful. As it stands currently, SK Gaming, they're playing it pretty slow. They're putting up a default, and that's all you need in a case like this. And it does feel like this will be the end of the road for Hellraisers. It's not yet over, but it certainly does feel like it. And let's see if Hellraisers can make something out of it at least. I mean, they do have a single molly. They could potentially overtake either Monster, perhaps Short. We're about to find out. Keep 3 players on a B, not super aggressive. And I might, well, we gotta take a look at the fact that also Dead Fox is playing alone in toilets. The problem here is, well, whoever is gonna go for the engagement, he's, well, more precisely, Dead Fox will have to find the kill if does not wish to completely lose toilets.
True that. Walked it with the Scout, trying to deal as much damage as possible. Having a bit of a tough time though. Trying to jump it with a Scout. It's not as accurate as it used to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, jump scouting was a
the
big thing
before.
2 years ago, yeah.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, not as good now though. Fallen with the almost been tagged down to 24 of health, but they have at least made Voxic fall back to save the side. There they go. The beers coming in, but the CTs, they have a bit of a crossfire, one on each side of the Monster. And it's going to grant them all the kills necessary to keep themselves alive for a few more rounds. We don't know exactly how many. SK's economy is still good, though. It will be another buy.
Yeah, they actually, well, 2 players will be lacking AKs, but I think they'll buy nonetheless. They will have enough for an EWP if they really want to afford it. Now, SK, in the last round, as much as we hyped it, they will lose, or they had lost. And Hellraisers, they might have enough power, enough energy to pull off a comeback, but this would be a comeback of the ages. I mean, 10 rounds in a row against SK on their T side. And Hellraisers, we know that their CT half was quite weak on cash, so let's see how well it goes. Voxic in connector, he's trying to find an opening. Not going to be given one, but it's instead Isa to take down Coldzera. Fox from toilets. Oh, that is a bit of a shameful display for taking him down rather easily. And it's up to the remaining 4 players. Bondik, Isa, Voxic, and Angel. Angel already on side A to support his upper. The best player arguably on the side of Hellraisers. That's a close call. Angel still gets the dual bolts. Overextending perhaps. Stewie able to return back, but well, there goes Voxic. Close call, almost catching on to Fallen. Fallen with the Scout, he's going to be jumping around, but ooh, what a shot by Voxic, 2 in a row. It seems like Fallen is not going to be able to clutch this one out. Not at all. Voxic 3K.
So they live another round.
Yeah, I mean,
with their lives, of course, hanging by a thin thread. Would you look at that?
This was
Never
a sick
given
kill
up.
right here on Stewie, I believe, coming through. Short, oh, but can we see it? No, no, denied. Oh, we will see it. Yes, we will. That's a pretty cool shot. Good reflex.
Yeah, well, pretty long replays here.
Yeah.
Well, finally we get back into the game. Didn't miss anything important this time. Luckily
enough.
SK Gaming now table's turned a bit. It's not Woxic with a scout. It is Stewie with a scout and pistols on the rest. Want to go for something crazy here. I mean, they have quite a few rounds to their disposal, but they're playing this one out pretty standard.
They can certainly pull it off. I mean, we've seen them perform with worse odds before and come out on top. As it stands, Hellraisers, if they were to lose this round, this would be a pretty shameful ending for them. I mean, full buy against basically a force buy or a force pistol force. Not even a full force, more so just a few pistols and Kevlars to play with. Yeah, Stewie jumping around, making a little bit too much noise. Got by Voxic in the end. There goes Bonding with a... Oh, almost thought that was a double. Isa helping him out. And SK Gaming will be drawn back for another round. Hellraisers are not done just yet. And they're not ready to give up this grand finals just yet. If they wish to go to map number 3, they have ways to go, but it's not impossible. It's not out of the realms of possible, basically. Bolts with 3 already. Is this for real? Bolts just picked up 3 kills overall with the CZ. I can't believe my eyes. A lot of damage dealt to the Hellraiser side, but it doesn't matter because, you know, it is going to be, of course, their only chance to buy, their only chance to get a victory. So they cannot afford to lose either way. And well, this is the gun round. This is the round that's going to decide how well can Hellraisers perform against the proper buy of SK.
The question everybody's asking. And SK, they want to end this right now. I think we want to end this right now. I think the Portuguese audience want to end this right now. They're just waiting for SK to win so they can have a little bit of a cheer. We can have the winner ceremony, etc., etc. No orb on falling this time because of no money for AK's Galil. They have instead some standard nades here to take the map control. They're going to try to get in through toilets, but Woxic is there, and well, he does step up now. When SK has 15 rounds, he decides to step up. Arguably too late, but he's dealing a bunch of damage. Bolts just find out Woxic does get away behind that truck in safety. Oh. Sarah's gonna make it a 3v3 though.
Oh,
Fur's gonna make it a 3v2. Like maybe not even Woxic can save them from this situation now.
Could this be it? Voxic and Bonding remaining alive. Last 2 guys, 54 seconds. Nobody on B. This could get out of hands quickly as SK is already pushing through short. They've got the bomb moving in as well. Smoke onto Heaven. Pretty classic stuff. There is no Molotov available, but they've got another smoke if need be. And I believe in Graffiti in Water, actually, Bonding already rotating through, and it's up to him. He has to defend the side. It is going to be a B strike. Hellraisers depending on Bonding, and can this guy pull it off? Can he save the day for Hellraisers? Well, he certainly pulls up one. Holds Zera out, and it's down to a 2 versus 2. A clutch moment for Hellraisers. Again, Voxic should be rotating over. Where is he? He's not even close, but Bonding is single-handedly putting an end to this aggression, and Bonding for the triple. He will put an end to this, well, gun round of none other than SK. And it is going to be yet another one going in their favor, and luckily for Hellraisers, Bonding is able to show up at the very end of it all. That was pretty close.
Nice pretty close up on the SK's coach. They're not being too satisfied with the outcome of that round.
I can't imagine him being, obviously, you know.
But the losing bonus is stacking up, so at one point of time we will see SK just buying, then buying again, and then continues buy one after another. I wonder if that's. But now they did invest quite heavily coming into this one, so this could perhaps not be full, but we'll probably see some CZs and some Kevlars, most likely.
Well, we will find out. Presumably another tactical pause, this time by SK. And there we saw the replay out of... oh, it's a technical pause, actually. Who's having the issues on the side of Hellraisers, as it seems? We're about to find out. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finals of the Moche Excel Esports tournament. And it is $25,000 on the line for the team that wins right here, right now. Remember, SK is already leading 1-0, and all they need is a single round. All they need is one or two players on the side of Hellraisers making one too many mistakes and allowing the snowball to continue, and they will take it home. And as you can see, Dead Fox is the one that is not having the headphones on his head, so presumably maybe his PC is having issues. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll have a picture of that. The crowd doesn't seem too excited. I mean, they've already expected, or they already expect... oh, look at this. The phones are in a box. I love this. Nice.
Why?
Because they're making sure nobody can cheat, nobody can have information going their way, you know?
Hmm. Oh, interesting.
I like it. I gotta say, I like it. Yeah, I think Bondic actually reset his PC because that is why he needed his phone, so he could have the Steam guard, you know?
That's
so
possible.
Presumably that was the case, and hopefully they will resolve the issue as soon as possible, or they have resolved it by resetting the PC. Yeah, but the crowd doesn't seem too cheerful right now. I mean,
in the middle of the grand final, you definitely don't want any interruptions.
Yeah.
You want everything to continue as smooth as possible.
Indeed, indeed. Especially not at 15.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, worst time.
Worst timing to have a technical pause.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point...
SK not looking too amused either.
No, I wouldn't be as well. I mean, what, you know, you're basically on the verge of winning, a verge on taking the trophy, and you've been put to a halt, or your progression has been put to a halt. Although this could work counteractively towards Hellraisers, as this could put an end to their, you know, to their progression, to their momentum. So far, they've been rather well off. They've been able to pick a few rounds in a row. I mean, more precisely, they've been able to pick up, what, 4 rounds in a row? Because they're currently at 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Something along those lines. So quite a few rounds, but even more rounds. They'll have to pick up more if they want to take this over time. I heard a little clock tick there, so hopefully that means we're heading back into it. No noise-cancelling headset, though.
Let's
Just
see.
yet.
Bondic seems to have his issues resolved, and they're thinking. Of course, Hellraisers are going to be anxious. They're going to be, you know, feeling the pressure right now. You know, who wouldn't in a position like this? And I believe they had, recalled the round. If how do you say it? They had. I do not know the term.
They replayed the round, or what?
Yeah, I believe it was the round replayed when it was Bondic disconnected, perhaps, you know? So
yeah,
they
it
get
is
the
really
money
quite
back.
early, so yeah, we can assume that. So now they're having their buys again here. We did discuss that this is probably going to be a force. No, it's not force, a semi-force maybe, just some Caesars and Kevlars for SK.
I mean, they are currently at max round loss, I believe.
Yeah, but the investments in the previous round were pretty heavy.
That is true. They had below 500, give or take, dollars in the bank, and as we can see, it will be pistols and utility on the side of SK, and it is going to be a continued match. 15-8 is the current result. Hellraisers still ways off to being able to clutch it into overtime and possibly going to map number 3, but at this current standing, SK Gaming, I mean, they look as dangerous as ever. Having a few utilities to throw, they could very well execute another B strike. And they were almost successful at the last one. Here we go, beautiful pop flash. Isa taken down, no bullets for Furto, and it's going to be Bondic and Angel responding. Another one for, I believe, their Bondic and Angel. Of course, all finding a few kills. In the end, it is going to be Hellraisers finding one more. But this is it. This is another round where SK will have a full buy. They will have the AWP and full utility. How does Hellraisers respond? What do they do to keep them in the lead, or at least try to keep them alive in this grand finals?
And they are, of course, playing for their survival. We see it was a pretty good attempt. They got in, they found an entry, but they had Angel and they had Bondic on the side, so pretty easy to shut down there. Fallen is going to pick up an AWP. It has been a while since he attempted it. He has been playing with a rifle for the past couple of buy rounds.
I mean, the entire CT half he was playing with a rifle, if nothing else, you know. So yeah, I guess SK are getting serious finally, and it will be, of course, possibly the last round. 1 minute 20 seconds remaining as SK is taking their time, controlling toilets or taking control towards toilets and connector. And oh no, Dead Fox. What was that angle? What are you looking at, mate? The smoke was certainly not in your favor. Voxic able to take down Fur. It is still going to be an angle from where SK can play off. And I mean, they have the advantage nonetheless. And as it stands, their map control is quite extensive. They have long A, they have toilets short, and it's up to Voxic to remain alive for as long as possible. Fallen searching for an opening towards long. He needs to be careful, as Voxic is known to take those engagements. We will be seeing a player. Ooh, close call. As Angel jumped through APC. Oh. Stewie. Look at this. Voxic trying to shift from angles left and right. Let's see. Stewie. Can he get the entry? His angle is currently a little bit of ways off, and Angel will come in to save the day for Voxic, because if Stewie were to pick right or move a little bit further to the left and right, he would have probably gotten the kill, but it's going to be Voxic from toilets nonetheless, finding the re-entry on Coldzera. 2 versus 3, the clutch round again coming out from SK Gaming. Isa finding bolts now, all eyes on Fallen, the former IGL. He takes down Voxic. It's a 2 versus 1 from toilets. It's, I believe, Bondik. And he was spotted, but it's a miss for Fallen. It will be 10 rounds on the board for Hellraisers, and they are not done just yet. And it seems like this grand finals is not gonna, well, finish that fast as imagined from the get-go. I mean, at one given point in time, it was 15-4. And right now, we are at 15-10. So let's go. 5 more rounds, and Hellraisers will have a chance to go into Map 3 and possibly win the title of the Moche XL tournament.
We're still quite far away from that, but well, I mean,
yes.
the terrible odds are slightly becoming less and less terrible. So
Indeed.
We're working at it. Voxic is certainly one of the key components, one of the reasons to why SK are well, they're getting more and more nervous. Hellraisers getting round after round now. Voxic being on point with that AWP. This should be. Well, definitely full losing bonus reached. Wonder if they'll continue to do this half pistol bias, or if they, eventually will just go for force after force.
I mean, I'm not sure. It does feel like that SK are trying to close it out as soon as possible. Obviously they are, but still.
How is he playing with the screen?
I didn't see.
See that instead of having it vertical, he had it.
Oh, really?
Turned upside. Yeah, that was.
The hell?
That was. Very strange.
I didn't even notice. And tactical pause, obviously, for SK in this case. And I'm looking at the screens. It might have just been a shifted perspective. I'm not sure. But either way, as I was saying, SK, obviously they want to close it out. But if they are smart, obviously they are smart. They're going to play it smart. They're not going to force up too much. But they have enough to buy themselves the AKs and, of course, the utility. They are
going to buy it. Buy full up.
Yeah, of course.
Everything they can. Okay, so. No up or Fallen, which hopefully means that they can be a bit more aggressive right now. They know Voxic likes to play on the A side. They don't want to run into him, so running fast in B now could be a really good decision. Stewie with the entry. Bondik trying to line them up here. Bondik can't find the second though. Great refrag by Fur. Now making his way up towards the side. He's one of the Hellraisers players, sorry. Oh, up by the box, so aggressive by Isa. I didn't expect to do that.
No.
Fur's gonna get another one. Fur, Fallen, and Bolt with the last one. Finally, SK put that nail deep into the coffin, winning 16-10 grand final in the series